Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Adam, a.k.a. Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Today, we're going to talk about something incredibly interesting, and especially something that I have. It just blows me away what is happening right now in today's day and age. Of course, we have talked about all sorts of weird theories and different companies that have utilized these theories to their advantage, and apparently Arby's is one of them. Now, we're going to go over what they actually just did and the freaky messaging behind it. But again, first of all, make sure to go over to the website. You can find a full list of bibliography of every single article, tweet, video, picture, document that we're going to talk about here. That way you can get to the original tweets, the original pictures, everything else. Why are they doing this? That is the big question. And of course, I know that there's always going to be a percentage of people who go, oh, sure, it's all about this. Well, honestly, people are doing like out in the front symbolism just absolutely everywhere, and a lot of people are really starting to ask, like, is this really something? Of course, people say, oh, well, that doesn't exist, and then big profile people like Mr. EpiPen, it's like you find out who he was related with, what he was doing, and it's like, gosh, man, this stuff really does exist. So it makes you wonder about stuff like this. Now, as first of all, I think we're doing exactly what Arby's wanted us to do, which is to talk about it. And of course, it has caused a buzz. Let's bring in my co/internet brother, Dex James. What is going on, and how are you doing today?
Well, hello, Adam, and hello, Foogle fam. I'm doing just fine, and I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, so check this out. Now, first of all, Arby's, one thing Arby's you could, the return of is bring back dollar sandwiches that you can actually eat, but now everything is $5, even those cheese sandwiches things. So this is what actually started it. So it started with the return is near post, and it said, and then get this, they rented the Las Vegas pyramid, and this is absolutely freaky. So imagine driving by and the Las Vegas pyramid actually has this going. So let me show you exactly what I am talking about. So check this out. This is the pyramid, and turn this on here. Let's see. Yeah, so check this out. It does the seeing eye, and it's opening, right? And then it does the triangle with the eye in it, the all-seeing eye, and the return is near. Then it does basically this UFO-looking thing, which, by the way, I just thought of this right now. That kind of reminds me of the Economist cover. There was I want to go look at that Economist cover. Dex, I don't know if we can find, but there was like a meteor type thing or a UFO looking thing in one of the little boxes. But it has this thing that kind of resembles a UFO, and then this thing basically comes down and it spreads out into Roman numerals. And then it ends up saying the return is near, right? And I'm not fast enough to do that. I'm pretty sure that's the date. And then Arby's.
It's July 1st.
July 1st, 2024. And then, of course, it says the return is near, right? So this, of course, we're doing exactly what they want. They wanted to cause a buzz. And this isn't the first time we've actually seen this. But here's the thing. Now, most people will just poo-poo they did it because it's smart marketing. But you really have to think about it. There's millions and millions of dollars that goes into this marketing. And it's so insane that this is the angle they took. And of course, it reminded me of one thing, which was Denver. Now, if you guys have not heard about the Denver airport, then you've probably been living under a theory rock for a long time. But there was some very, very, very creepy murals there. There were plaques. There were all these different things in Denver airport. Now, there were lots of theories that were spinning around the Denver airport for years and years and years. And even looking back today, it really is nuts looking at this, like considering what's going on right now. And then looking at these posts, it shows mass migration of people crying, things happening, buildings getting destroyed. He's got his sword, of course, jabbing the peaceful dove there. And then you've got this all going on. And then, of course, you've got these other ones where it shows the environment. It shows that same guy basically getting taken out. We've gone over these. And by the way, we have previous videos that go in depth. And by the way, this is years and years ago, but look at the general theme of what's encircling it, right? And then the doves take these guys out, right? And it shows swords, all the swords being wrapped up, peaceful. And you'll notice it actually has very specific flags, Mexico and Israel and all of these. And this other one was just very spooky. Now, there's tons and tons of stuff hidden in these. And people always thought it was weird. So they created all of these kind of theories popped up out of this. Also because there are things like this. This is a plaque that I don't know if it's still there. I believe it is still there. That essentially this certain group basically funded for this plaque and put a lot of money into it. And then, of course, the theory that there is stuff underneath the Denver airport, that the Denver airport is secretly this crazy base and a dump. Now, I actually do believe parts of this, and as far as they have said that they were doing construction, a lot of the people that have been around that area said that they were basically, their claim is that there's been construction going on for 30 years and that there was just dirt getting pulled out. In fact, witnesses said that they were part of teams pulling dirt out, and it was enough dirt over however many years that they were basically going deep down. Now, Denver has admitted parts of this, like as far as their baggage system, is insane. It's like a city down below it. But people wonder, is this like a government-sanctioned thing to where if something went down, people would go under Denver? Now, this has a point to why we're going back to today. Denver had so many theories. The theories never really died down. So many theories that now they embrace it. In fact, this is their website. They use it as part of their ad campaign. In fact, their ad campaign actually talks about it. It says that these theories uncovered, feature videos, and the real, quote, explanations behind them. Now, even the real explanations behind the creepiness of all of it are even creepy in itself. Like, this is a billboard in the Denver airport. Apologies for the noise. It takes really big drills to get to the underworld. Hashtag, den files. This is something, and it even shows an eye on the drill. Like, seriously. And, of course, there's gargoyles. There's also sculptures of I think, tsunamis. There's creepy gargoyles in the in the, what do you call it, the briefcase there. And then, get this. This is outside the Denver airport. You can go there and see this. Dex, do you remember the name of this horse? I forget what it's called, but it's basically this dark...
Blue.
Blue, right?
Blue, I think, or bluey.
This thing is so creepy. It actually has those red eyes. That's not photoshopped. It is gigantic, and it is... I mean, how apocalyptic do you have to get, right? So all of these things were... This is before they embraced this. So they didn't do this for some ad campaign. They did it. Now you get to something like Arby's, right? And they're doing these weird posts. Obviously, they're posting this, the order of potato cakes. And all of this is for the return of some potato cakes. Now, most people will laugh and say, haha, funny, but basically what they do to the real stuff that lies behind this is they make it all a joke. Anytime, again, and coming into the next few months, people bring up this kind of stuff, then people will just laugh it off. Now, I kind of get this, right? This is a potato cake. I believe that the eye is actually a potato cake. But I'm just thinking, like, really? So somebody in marketing says, oh, it kind of looks like the top of a pyramid. Oh, and then came up with this whole idea. It's freaking weird. Is it not the weirdest thing you've seen in a long time? And for Arby's, like, honestly, it's pretty smart. Dex, like what you said, it's a genius marketing tactic because people are going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is getting everyone's... I mean, look, we're talking about it. It's exactly what they want. They want people to know. But, man, it's really odd when you think about the types of symbolisms that people can uptake. And we see it in Hollywood. Like, look what they do on stage, or in the music industry and all that. What they do on stage and how they take certain symbolisms and symbols and things and turn it or twist it or use it to provoke. Or maybe they use it because that's what they believe. I don't know.
Well, we would love to get your opinion on this. And when it's something as stupid as like a fast food restaurant like Arby's, people aren't going to take it seriously. But what's even crazier is this ads, it just permanently puts in for the next 5 years, people are going to think about this ad campaign anytime they see this kind of stuff, and they're going to think, oh, that's a stupid joke. So I just wonder, is there something on the horizon where they're already going to set up that this is, oh, it's totally fake? First of all, if you do your research, and I'm not talking about I did my research, it means I watched someone else's YouTube video. I mean, if you actually look back, you can go through newspaper articles back into the 1800s. You can go to your local library and do real research on these different groups that this is all derived from. And of course they exist. There's so many countless documentaries about groups going back hundreds and hundreds of years. And you can actually look that all of this stuff is, there's a real basis for a lot of what this is. And essentially to the main public and to the majority of people in the world, they just all laugh it off. But these groups are basically everywhere across the planet, and they still exist. They still meet up. They still have these bloodlines of people that have been around forever and ever and ever. You have to think the most powerful people in the world, going back centuries and centuries, all passed down that wealth. Very, very rarely did that, they didn't have any kids or this or that. Even if that happened, they would pass off their wealth to somebody that was close, and then those people kept that power. I forget what the line was from House of Cards, but the very creepy line basically talking about like what Frank was talking about, this guy that loves money, and he goes, yeah, he went the route of money instead of power. He goes, money, you can get tons and tons of money, but when you have power, you have respect, that's something that will last forever, whereas money can just go. That's why you see these 95-year-old politicians, instead of spending the last great years of their 30 years of their life on the beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais, they're already multi-millionaires. Instead of that, they're sitting in a courthouse or in a Senate or somewhere else because they want the power. They want to have decision-making power. So again, very, very creepy. What do you guys think of this ad campaign? Definitely wanted to break it up. Tonight, we're going to be talking about very serious stuff. All U.S. bases in Europe are on high alert. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about exactly why that is going on. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our other channel over on Marfoogle TV. And it's very easy to get to. Thank you, Dex. And of course, if you guys want to check that video out and our live show coming up next, you can either stay in the chat or you can click right here. Thank you, guys. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out. If you want to support us, we are completely independent. Make sure to go check out marfooglenews.com/EMP and get yourself protected against EMP and, of course, a Carrington level event from the sun. That's marfooglenews.com/EMP.